All right, seniors, welcome to week 12. So, last week was a bit of a disruption. We had, little buddies field trip, which honestly was done by the time I got to this class, but I didn't want to get onto two different levels with my two classes. And then we had Friday, which was a little bit of a disruption as well. So, we're doing a little bit of catch up the first part of this week. Okay. Normally we would have a work day on Monday, but you guys didn't have any assignments last week. So, we're going to move to, we're going to keep working on a writing workshop for you guys. We're going to develop a topic and thesis for you guys because you guys are going to work on a paper for me. I know writing is not y'all's favorite thing. I know you probably feel like you're very bad at it, a lot of you, and that you struggle. But this is where we're going to get hopefully help you a little bit. So it's a quick turnaround. Your paper will be due right before we go out for Thanksgiving break. All right. So that'll give me time over the break to grade it. I'm going to give it from you guys in my junior CP class. Their papers are going to be due then. So today, well, it is actually today. I'm filming this on Monday, but Monday we're going to learn how to develop topics. Okay. And you're going to start with this little document I have right. Let me pull up the actual thing. I'm looking at the screen, not this. All right, this document right here, opinion to thesis, it's got some little free writes, and you're just going to take that and you're going to turn it into a one-sentence thesis statement. We'll show you how to do that, and then we're going to do the same thing. Now, these count as a grade, so make sure you do this in class. But then we're also going to start looking at how we set one up for you guys. I believe that may be Friday. We're going to set up a topic for you, okay? So bear with me. I realize that maybe a lot of you struggle in the writing area. That does not mean you can't do it. That's why we're in school, is to learn how to do things, okay? So Tuesday, we're going to start with the Arthurian romance section, which is going to be two stories only, and then that's going to be the end of the unit. We're just going to do those two stories. So you're going to have another test. Guys, we're going to probably have 3 tests easily by the time Thanksgiving gets here, which means that when we come back from Thanksgiving, I'm not under a rush to cram tests on top of you. We can take it a little slower, we can take it a little easier, and I can give you a little bit of a break. That's the plan. Kind of rush here at the beginning, slow down then. So our first story is going to be Sir Gawain or Gawain. I don't know how to say it. I'll know by then. In the Green Knight. Remember, pay attention to these discussion points. All right, they are ones that I make the test questions off of the written. And guys, y'all's written answers were not strong. Now, I graded them very easily, but a lot of you are just doing the typical trick where you're repeating the question a little bit and randomly saying some things that you think might be correct. These are all things we cover in class. It's why we take notes. So make sure you do that, okay? This is a good story, by the way. It's a little long, so I may have to bleed it into Wednesday. We'll see. Wednesday, we pick up the second of the King Arthur stories. That is going to be Mort d'Arthur, which just means the death of Arthur. This is the ending of the Arthurian romances. And it's a really cool story. I like it. It's kind of depressing, but it fits a lot of the ideas of legend that we're going to talk about. Your assignment is also found for this week is found in this section, which is where you're going to take and develop, we're going to talk about chivalry and a code of behavior that knights had in this time period. You're going to develop a code of behavior for teenagers that they should follow today in 2020. I'm going to have 10 at least behaviors that you think. And then we're going to talk. I'm not going to make you guys write about it. The honors class has to write about it. You guys, we're going to talk a little bit once these are done about how well we do with these behaviors, or you do. I'm not a teenager anymore, okay? Also note there in red, right here, it says that there's a test over these 2 Arthurian romances next Tuesday, so be on the lookout for that. Thursday is going to start a project that I'm excited about. It's a 3-week project. It comes from a documentary that's on Netflix. Some of you may have watched it. It kind of got some traction, and a lot of teachers in the school started watching it and started telling people to watch it. Kind of spoiled what we were trying to do in the English department, but that's okay. They didn't know any better. So let me tell you a little bit about the background here. About a month or so ago, I was flipping through Netflix and this popped up. I love documentaries. I know that's nerdy of me. So I started watching it and I got about 10 minutes in and it was so good after 10 minutes. There's a lot of things that they do in this that make it not boring and make it very powerful. So I immediately texted Miss Richardson. She started watching it at the exact same moment. And so we decided afterwards that we wanted to do a project on this with the school because this is something that really you guys need to see. Yes, I know. Oh, great. Another thing talking about how bad social media is. Guys, if you can't look around my room during class and see how much you're addicted to this crap, I don't know what would teach you. Okay, so this is a documentary that was put together by the people who made these companies: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all these companies. And these are some of the early engineers that worked on it. And they're going to talk about how it impacts you and what it does to your brain, how it works on you. I want you to see this because I think it has power to it. Okay, if you've already seen it, terrific. You'll just get a second viewing. You're going to do journals each day on what you learned in it, kind of reaction to it. Okay, I'm going to take, there's 3 different weeks. So each of those journals is going to be a third of a test grade. Understand, I'm saying a test grade here. All right. You can't just halfway do this. This has to be done properly. So as the video's going, take some notes and then like anything that really sticks out to you. And then you're just going to write me a good, but for me, a good paragraph is 6 to 8 strong sentences. Okay. And really, you need more probably for this assignment. Okay. Um, so you're going to take notes, you're going to journal, and then we're going to talk about them. Okay. Um, Friday, I'm going to give you that first journaling assignment. Never mind, there it is. That's going to be the journaling assignment. I don't have this on there, but I also want to split. That's also going to be the day we talk about thesis statements for your essays. And guys, be thinking about your essays, because what we're going to do is I'm going to let you pick a topic. I'm going to let you pick any topic you'd like to write about. It's a persuasive paper, so you're trying to convince me to either believe or do something. So that's kind of where you're going to go. So we're going to work on developing a thesis statement for that, as well as working on this journaling assignment on Friday. So hopefully not a bad week. It is a busy week. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot to have to cram in on those 2 Arthurian romances, but you guys can do it. This is that time of year where people start getting a little bit of burnout, because you're looking at 4 weeks until Thanksgiving, and 4 weeks feels like forever. And you can get you're already tired. We've been in school a lot, although you guys have had a few breaks, some unplanned. But we're getting close to that moment, and we need to, we all need a break, and we need like a real break, not there's a hurricane coming break, which we have another one of those, it looks like, coming, or a quarantine break. We need an actual like scheduled break to kind of regroup. And this is the best time of year, because you get that break and then you come back for really 2.5 weeks and you get a big break. And so, but it's easy to burn out and kind of phone it in and we're not even the last few weeks. We're in like week 3 of the quarter. And some of you are already skating with a bunch of zeros, and we don't want that. So I want you guys to do it well. I don't want you to be under pressure exam time to have to make an 80 something or 90 something just to pass the class. But we definitely need to stay on top of this work. Okay. You guys have done a great job. Let's keep doing that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to end here. It's Monday morning when I'm filming this, so I will see you guys in a few hours. So I hope you have a great morning up until when you see me, and I'm looking forward to a good class today.